Guys, thank you so much for coming back for another video. So today I have a fun video that I'm excited to do because I am collabing with the Miss Cassandra Jones, the makeup maven and the oh so fabulous keto queen. So yeah, I'm excited to do this video with her. So once you watch this video, please head over to her channel. Be sure to subscribe if you have not. I'm sure you may have. But yeah, definitely show her some love and see what she's going to say about should you have a signature fragrance. The title of the video and the collab is, do you need a signature fragrance? If you ask me, hell no. No, like, it's totally up to you. But before I started on this perfume journey, I definitely had signature fragrances. My ride or dies, the ones that were just universal and that I was always in love with. And so one that I realized as an adult was my signature was Dolce & Gabbana, it was Dolce & Gabbana Rose the One. Please tell me why they discontinued my favorite fragrance. So after I think I had about 2 signature fragrances in my adult life, but then it became signature fragrance per season. So I remember the fall season, I was really into Dolce & Gabbana Parfum. That was really like one of my favorite fragrances. And so while you don't need a signature fragrance, because of course, if you love fragrances, you're gonna wear what you wanna wear when you wanna wear it. But if you're someone like me who could be pretty indecisive, it's always good to have a fragrance on hand that you know like embodies you, makes you feel some type of way, and can help you put your best foot forward. So in that instance, I always keep one in my back pocket, and some of you may know it, I don't know, but you will find out as we go through this list. So I'm going to give some fragrances from my collection, and we're going to do 10 that I believe, are signature fragrances. And it really all depends on what you like and your personality. So let's get started with, let's say you have the bold woman who always wants to stand out, be seen, be smelled, and smell great. And this may sound for some people like a special occasion fragrance, but for some people, when they go out, when they're meeting people, they like to have a bold scent on them to help introduce who they are. And Tom Ford's Black Orchid Parfum, this is so bold. It was actually in my Ruthless fragrance video, which I can link for you, I think on this side. And it's just one of those fragrances that is undeniable. It's definitely going to make a statement. You have truffle, plum, ylang-ylang, rum, black orchid, and patchouli. It is definitely ruthless, and it will make someone remember you for sure. Like, wow, she smelled like that. Yes. And people will know you by that. And so for some people, that is something that will be their signature. I would consider this one like my number 2 signature fragrance, because when I go out, this is the fragrance that I always fall back on if I can't decide what other fragrance I'd like to wear. And this is Angel EDT, the 2019 version. So this version is not as loud and off-putting as the original. The EDT is a little bit fruitier, a little bit lighter, and it's not as dark and deep and as full of chocolate, but it's definitely a showstopper. It's fun. It has peony, mandarin, praline, apple, red berries, patchouli, cedar, and whitewood. So again, when I go out, that's the fragrance that I love to throw on because I feel like you can smell me, it's uplifting, and it definitely makes a statement. And that is Angel EDC 2019. So between the Black Orchid and the Angel EDC, while somebody may make that their signature, it's definitely a polarizing scent. So tread lightly. Let's go into your more mass-pleasing, more universal, everyday type of fragrances. And so, of course, on most people's list in Fragcom, I am going to mention Mon Guerlain by Guerlain, or, you know, this one. So this one is actually the Sensuelle version, and I got it because I could not get my hands on that pretty bow version, the Mon Guerlain Exclusif. Then a crop of content creators was able to get it, and I still missed out on it. So maybe one day, but reading forums back when I got it, they said that the Sensuelle version was the closest one to it. I do not know exactly how it compares to the original because, as you can see, I haven't made it through this bottle yet. But from what I know, it's a little sweeter, more vanillic, and I really enjoy it. And it's definitely one of those fragrances that can be worn anytime. I associate a lot of fruity florals with a younger crowd, and this is not going to be really your fruity floral. This is more of your lavender vanilla. So it's a little different. It's a little bit more mature, but it is a beautiful scent. It is sexy. It is, it's been termed the wifey scent by Jeremy Fragrance, and that's true. The wifey is the mom, she's nurturing, but she's also sexy and got it going on. So that's Mon Guerlain Exclusif, the lavender vanilla. And then let's move to my Burberry, the original. So my Burberry is a beautiful fragrance. Okay, so you guys, I initially bought my Burberry blush and then my Burberry black. My Burberry blush is very pretty and dainty. My Burberry black is taking it to the streets, to the jazz club, to the leather jackets, to the, I'm the woman that likes to be in the cigar lounge. Like, it was very different from me. I almost thought it was a masculine type fragrance because of how deep it was. But then I learned to absolutely love it, and I will wear that anytime because it is delicious and it is beautiful. That candied peach, candied rose is just everything. And so I totally thought it was completely different from my Burberry EDP. It is definitely different from the blush, although they do have those roses in common. But this is the daytime version of my Burberry black. So if you have my Burberry black, some people don't feel too impressed by this one, but I think this is gorgeous. This does still have your peach and it does have the rose. It's just not as deep and as sensual as the My Burberry black. It's a lighter, it's a little fresher, and it just makes for a gorgeous scent. It's a beautiful play on rose. It's by the wonderful Mason Francis Kurkdjian, and this will make for a completely beautiful signature scent. It's supposed to be modeled after the Burberry trench coat. You know, the buttons are this tortoise material and the khaki bow. So while that is a classic signature jacket, trench coat, so is this fragrance. Another classic fragrance, great take on rose, a sweet and rose, is C EDP. So C has a couple different flankers and I love them all. But if you just want to be straightforward and still have a fragrance with a presence, and that's like I said, a nice play on rose, C EDP is really, really nice. You have cassis, rose, freesia, vanilla, patchouli, and broxin. It is beautiful, and it can get kind of deep. So I would prefer this in a little cooler weather, but if you're light with the trigger, I think you can get away with this. This will make for a beautiful signature. It can get intoxicating. I slept in this one night and I woke up like, whoa, what is that smell? Because it just smelled sweet and deep and rich. And I had to think, what did you put on before you went to bed? C EDP. So this will make a nice signature scent for someone who likes a nice signature scent with some presence. Let's move to the lighter side of things. Well, we're just gonna go a little bit lighter than the C and my Burberry. This is Dua's Gold Fluid, and Gold Fluid is a clone of Mason Francis Kurkdjian's Gentle Fluidity Gold. So I heard about Gentle Fluidity Gold and how amazing it is, and as a vanilla lover, it is a beautiful vanilla. I had to try it for myself, but I opted for the Dua version because I really believe that many of their clones or dupes are very close to the originals. So I figured that'd be a great way to try it, and boy was I satisfied. So if you are a vanilla lover, this is a beautiful, sweet, sugared vanilla. I think you can call this lightly spicy. So I think this kind of put me in the realm of an Ani with kind of that spice and the vanilla, but it's not as striking and peppery as Ani. This is just light and beautiful, and it's not your regular vanilla. Like, I absolutely love this. Let's see, and it has nutmeg, juniper berries, musk, coriander, amber, and vanilla. You guys, I love that. Wait, first of all, can you see that? This is so new to my collection. Yeah, this is super new, and I have been running through this because I just want, it's addictive. Like, I want to smell it all the time. I just love when I can find a vanilla that's different enough for me to justify having it, and this is one of them. I've been wearing this thing out like I can't get enough. So there are times I purposefully have to sit it aside and say, you're not wearing this anymore right now. But this is gorgeous, and I will talk more about this because I got some more Duas that I want to tell you about. So this is more of a gourmand. So it's a little lighter than the others, but not totally fresh light. Okay, guys. So this definitely makes me want to get the original bottle as a, let's say, birthday gift to myself, Mother's Day gift to myself. Maybe you are the type of person that like musks. And who is more famous for musk perfumes than Narciso Rodriguez? This is Narciso Rodriguez, Narciso Poudree. It's in this cream colored bottle. I don't know if you can tell. I think I wanted this and I accidentally bought a white bottle. The white bottle is kind of a slight off-white, so I thought it was this one, but it really wasn't. That's nice too, but this is a little softer. It is your musk, floral musk, woody fragrance, and it has rose and orange blossom. coumarin, jasmine. It's softer than Narciso's other musks that can be kind of harsh and striking, and for me a little harder to digest before it kind of warms up on you. But this one gets right to it. It's lovely, it's light. It reminds me of Fresh Laundry, and I do have to confess I was not into these. And at times, I still sometimes don't feel like I am. But it definitely reminds me of Fresh Laundry. You smell clean, you smell soft. It's actually pretty gorgeous. And I can definitely see someone making this their signature, especially when you like that clean, fresh smell. Speaking of clean and fresh, another fragrance from my collection that could definitely be a signature is Agent Provocateur Fatale Pink. So this one is a very light shampoo smell. That's not a bad thing. I know that for some people, especially those that are really into fragrance, shampoo can be so generic, but I don't think there's ever anything out of style and nothing more chic than smelling just fresh. And it's not gonna, so I said this is a light shampoo smell. It's not gonna be your liquid diamonds that's smelling like you left the shampoo in your hair. This is going to be light and fresh. Like it becomes, it's what your skin smells like. It's actually pretty beautiful. And I love the light notes in it that make it what it is. This has yuzu and tangerine. They say there's whipped cream in this, and I think it just lends to softening and sweetening up just a hair, the notes, but you still have things like bamboo and musk and camellia and datura, pink lotus in this, and it is very light, pretty. Like I said, like shampoo, and I think if you really, you know, go in and douse yourself, you're really gonna get that gorgeous light shampoo smell. And so this I can get behind. I know I've said other things may have smelled like shampoo, but when you can get this off a discounter site for like $30 or less, I don't have a problem with this whatsoever. Now, when you're upwards of 100 plus and you smell like some shampoo and I could have used this, that's when I have a problem. But this, if you're into the Michael Kors, I think Michael Kors EDP, because my mom, I swear that's like her signature now. This is a nice inoffensive one, and like I said, smelling fresh, smelling clean, smelling like you have great hygiene is just never out of style to me. It's always refreshing and inviting, actually. So let's move on to if you are into the floral powdery category. So let's talk about this one. You guys, this is Delina Exclusive. Now, she is still doing all the things in 2021, okay? We didn't leave her in 2020. And I left her out of quite a few videos to just give y'all a break. You know, we needed to move on and discover other things, but this, out of all of my perfumes, I think there was one other one and I can't remember what it was, but I will remember to let you know. But this is one that when I sniff it, it literally brings me joy. Like, she can sit on her throne, her pink little throne, and be there, and I know she's there, and I know I love her, but when I sniff her, she brings me joy. In 2021, I'm going to give you your full review, okay? Okay, you deserve that. I felt like people were tired of you, didn't want to hear about, but you deserve that, okay? Delina Exclusive. For those who don't know, or who may just be running across this video, this is Delina Exclusive by the House of Parfums de Marly, a niche fragrance brand. She is fruity, floral, powdery. She has lychee and pear with some bergamot in the top. She has rose. She has some oud and incense that gives her depth. Don't let that scare you, because I'm not the biggest oud fan. Like, I don't mind it because I think it gives some edge to a fragrance that it may need. And incense, I don't do incense. I can't. I just don't get along with it. But this one is blended so well. It's just there for depth. It's not there to smell incense. It just really gives it depth. And brings some of those notes down. It is a beautiful rose vanilla. And guys, this is now my signature fragrance. When I got her, she just literally does it all. Like, I can go out on a formal event. I can run to the grocery store. I mean, it seems a little too pricey to just put on to go to the grocery store, but I literally do because I love her. She gives me compliments every time. I don't get compliments on hardly anything, but when I wear this, I absolutely get compliments. If you watch any of my videos, I have not made a compliments fragrances video because in my journey, I started collecting as soon as Corona hit, masks. Nobody was giving me compliments. I mean, maybe I'm not in an environment, I work from home, or a place where people are just out and about like that, giving people compliments, but when I wear her, I get a compliment every single time. She deserves her own review. Look out for that. This is my signature fragrance, and I love her. Some people reserve her for formal occasions, but I feel like she's universal. She's I keep saying universal. She's versatile, and I love that about Delina Exclusive. So that's my signature fragrance. Last but not least, this is another powdery fragrance if you're into that kind of fresh and not necessarily the musk fresh. This is Kenzo, Flower by Kenzo Eau de Lumiere. So that's this one. And this is another floral, powdery floral. We have a bergamot in the top to give it some brightness. That Cass is offering up some green, rose, jasmine, ylang-ylang, peach. You know, I am really impressed by the updated use of peach in fragrances. Before, let's say 2015 and before, don't quote me on that, but peach and fragrances used to turn me off. There was something very musky about them that I just did not enjoy. While I keep saying I hate powdery fragrances, this is the one that I actually really like. It is beautiful. It's clean, it's fresh, but it's not too bright. It's bright enough to be optimistic and lively and vibrant, but just warm enough to not be sharp and off-putting. So this is Flower by Kenzo. This is the last fragrance, and let me know if you have a signature fragrance. If you don't, why not? I know most people have so many fragrances, they don't ever just pick one, and I don't either. But if I ever have to, it's going to be Delina Exclusive. I love you guys, and thanks so much for clicking on this video and being here with me today. I really appreciate all of you, even the new subscribers that have come to my channel. I appreciate you. Do check out some of my other videos. Do check out Cassandra's video, and I'll see you next video.